friends. I didn't even do the countdown today. I was like, I'm just going to go straight in because I miss y'all. Hello. Come on in the room. Let the people know that Mrs. Deveter is live this Friday. Come on in, say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're coming in from. I am going to start off by reading the hellos to the folks that are in the comment section. Ola Joe was really anticipating this live. She posted at 8:19 a.m. Good morning, Mrs. Deveter and Vanessa. Can't wait to see you both. I am so glad you're here, Ola Joe. Thank you so much for being a part of this amazing community. Hello to you, Danielle. I'm so happy that you are here. Who else? Francis. I hope you are doing well. I missed you. Who else do I have? And Jessica, hello, my friend. Hello, Jim. Hello. I am glad to see Jody and Jayla. Come on in the room. Let the people know that we are live. I'm going to wait until more people come in before I get started. But I am happy to be here. Happy May to you all. I hope that your April was wonderful. We did have some April showers. We also had some April fires in some places. I hope that everybody has been safe and is doing well. I am glad to see Lori and Karen. Hello to you, my friend. I am so glad that you guys decided to join in. Child, April was busy. It was busy for you too? I know. April was a busy month. It was definitely busy for furls. So last week, they had the nerve, the gall, the audacity to release these beautiful multicolored metal hooks. Mrs. Deveter didn't even get any, y'all, because y'all just snapped them jokers up. I was told that there are 2 colors still remaining. So I just want to go through my list of things that Miss Heather sent me. She's always keeping me on par with what's going on and what I need to say on these lives before we get into this amazing conversation with Vanessa Smith of Kake's Kreations. I am so excited to have this conversation with her. And then I'll tell y'all about my hat and my t-shirt and all the things. Okay, y'all ready? Megan! Hey, girl, hey! I'm just gonna start shouting y'all out until I start my interview. Y'all know after I get into the interview, I don't shout anybody out, but I'm gonna shout y'all out while we're here. Hello to you, Quilty Crocheter and Flower Tammy. I am so glad that you are here. Now, there's one person here, I do not know how to pronounce your name. So I love the let's go though. So I'm gonna put it on screen. Wait, I am going to put it on screen if I hit the right button. Yes. So hello and welcome to you. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name and I don't want to jack it up because I have the tendency to do that. Okay. So here's the things that I have to tell you guys. There are 2 streamlined metal singles left in matte copper and matte navy. And today, say it with me, y'all. Today, a new hook is being released. Y'all want to see it? All right, I'm sure. Oh my gosh. It is called Nebula. A new galaxy hook has been released and she is called Nebula and she is beautiful. She is like teal. Oh man, and it has some iridescence in it, y'all. Y'all see this? Okay, my blur is on here, but honey, get into these colors. That's what the makeup girlies do, right? They put their hand behind it. Look at this. This is Nebula, and she is available right now. So head on over to the website after my live. Don't y'all leave me here. Or you can open up another tab. You know, you can do your thing. But Nebula is now available, and if I were you, I would go and get it. It's teal and like orange, and it has a little white in there. Y'all see that? And like I said, it has that. I wish I could see it. Oh, it has a little iridescence in there. Beautiful hook. Nebula available now. It is a limited edition hook. Want to make sure that I share that. And then let me put it back because I don't want my hook to fall and slide all on the floor and break. I saw someone post the other day about one of their broken hooks, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry your hook broke. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm putting these away, and then See something rolling right now, but it ain't a hook, so it's okay. Lip gloss fell. Okay. Y'all, while I was away, did y'all see the matte streamline metal hooks? It's matte, y'all. Now I have my polished one here, and I'll show you all the difference. This is the matte onyx streamline metal hook. It's so pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, these hooks are just absolutely beautiful. So here is my polished one. So you can see those two don't fall side by side. That's the difference between the matte and the polished metal. Streamline onyx hooks. So pretty, right? I just love these hooks. I'm a streamline metal girl now. Since we don't have Odysseys anymore, streamline metal is my go-to hook, and I love them. Okay, so those were the okay. Oh, you know what else they released that I didn't get? I ain't get it. But there are new leather project tags with the Furls logo on it. Have you guys seen that on the website? They are so stinking cute. Honey, they only $3. So you can buy it individually for $3, or you can buy packs of 5 and 10. And what's super cool is you get one free in every pattern kit. So if you buy a pattern kit, which there are so many of them on the website, they are fabulous, super cool projects that you can make. You get a free tag with it. Isn't that cool? So I, again, love. We just had, Earth Day. And I love how Furls is using the extras, the leftover pieces that are cut when they make the clutches, and when they make anything that they're making that is from leather, they're taking the scraps of those things and creating new things. So the first one was the tag that you put on your bag, the keychain thing that you put on your bag. They're making those, and then got those little pouches, which are so cute, the little Notion pouches. And now we have the Furls logo project tags. I think that is so smart and such a great way not to have things end up in the landfill. So kudos to Furls for being lovers of our earth. All right. Oh, one last thing is y'all still have been entering the giveaways, right? Congratulations to this week's winner. It is Jill S. Congratulations to you, Jill S. You are the winner of a Blair clutch in the color saddle. So congratulate Jill. Make sure y'all are still signing up for the newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter, but make sure you're still signing up for the giveaways. We're still giving away the goods. Like, I'm sure coming up is going to be the Nebula hook. Like, we're still giving away all the good stuff. So make sure that you sign up for the newsletter. Why do I keep saying newsletter? Make sure that you sign up for the giveaways. Y'all know how to get there. Just go on to the giveaway page and you're going to see me up there. Make sure that you sign up for the weekly giveaways. And if you don't do that, you're going to miss out on all the goods. Make sure you sign up for SMS, because I know there's a monthly giveaway that they give away a full set of hooks. Like, sign up for all the things. Sign up for SMS, sign up for the newsletter, sign up for the giveaway, all the things. Just sign up. Okay, so you can get the good stuff. All right, I was trying to speed through all of that. I wanted to make sure that I share all of that great information with you all, so that you can go onto the website, the new hook, onyx, what do you call it? Matte hooks, the two matte hooks that are still available on the colorful sets that were just released last week that I didn't get one of. Yeah, I'm gonna keep saying it. I didn't get no hooks. Y'all just bought them all up before I could even go to the doggone website and get a hook. But anyway, so make sure that you go ahead and do all of that. Now, I know that you all are talking in the comment section, and while I'm having my great conversation with Vanessa, I'll try and go through those and make sure that I answer any of the questions that you have. But I want to give her ample time for this conversation. Please help me welcome to the stage Miss Vanessa Smith of Kake's Kreations. She is my friend. You know how I met Vanessa? You want to know? Crochet Fashion Week. So shout out to Deltra for introducing me to the amazing Vanessa Smith. So welcome her to the stage, y'all.
Hey.
I'm so excited that you agreed to hang out with me today.
I'm
Welcome.
so excited.
Yay. Welcome, welcome. So,
Thank
first
you.
things first, introduce yourself to the audience, to those folks who do not know you. Please introduce yourself. Let them know who you are, where you are, and when did you start crocheting?
Okay, so I'm Vanessa, CEO, crochet fashion designer, Cake with Cake's Creations. That's my brand. I'm located in Metro Atlanta on the west side, like almost near Alabama.
Oh, wow.
I've been crocheting for over 30 years. My mom taught me when I was 12. Hey, mommy, I know she's watching. She taught me when I was 12. The only thing I could do was the granny stitch. I could not start the blankets. I only could just start once she started. I would just take over and go around and around. And then I started kind of experimenting with fashion in my mid 20s.
Mm.
Someone asked me, could I make a scarf? And I was like, I think so, because I had only made blankets. So I made a scarf, and then the rest was history. It just continued on from there. And yeah, my brand Cakes Creations, I created back in 2012, 2011, maybe. That's when I started selling like full time. And then it became my only job after I had my middle son in 2020. When he came home from the hospital, he was a preemie baby. In 2020, that's when I started selling exclusively full-time crochet fashion designer, full-time crocheter. And I think we lost you, Mrs. Deveter. So I'll just continue waiting for her to join back in. I'm not sure what happened, and I can't see the comments because I didn't start the video. But I know we were going to talk about the group I created, which is Dope People Crochet. And yeah, I created it a year ago. Um, I wanted a space where people would feel comfortable sharing their brands, sharing their creations. And the other groups that I was in, they just weren't fulfilling that need. I wanted to be able to share my patterns, classes, tutorials. And anytime I would share in other groups, I would often not be able to share the links or share, the specific items you couldn't sell in the groups. So I created Dope People Crochet. It was placed on my heart. God told me to go for it, so I went for it. That was over a year ago, and the rest is history. Like I said, Dope People Crochet is now currently at 93,000 people. 93,000 people. I just went into talking about Dope People Crochet when we lost you.
Girl, my
But
computer shut off. It
I was
just
like,
shut
wait,
off. It said, no,
okay. So I
I
just
don't
I
want to
just
be
kept
alive.
talking.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad it didn't kick you off. Like,
I was like, wait, okay.
girl,
So
the
I
computer said
finished.
nope.
It said, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, it
No,
just said
ma'am.
no. It just said no. We just gone. Goodbye. See you later, Deveter. Okay.
So I
All
just
right.
went right in. I just told about the brand and then went on into talking about Dope People Crochet and how I created the group, just to
Yes.
keep it going. But the group, can you believe the group is at 93,000 people?
So here's the thing. Yes, I can believe it.
Oh, thank you.
There's a few reasons why I can't believe it. One is when you go into this group, there's no negativity. There's no like hostile people in there. You know how some of these groups you go into and everybody is mad? You're like, why are you mad, baby? This is you working with string
Well,
and hooks. Why
yarn.
you mad? Like, why are you mad? This group, when you go in, I feel it's a community of people from all over, right?
The
It's
world.
all over the world.
I love
It
it.
is truly dope people who crochet. And
Mm-hmm.
you can go in there and ask questions. You can go in there and show off what you're making. And people are like, oh, this is great. How did you do this? Can I learn how to do this? Do you teach? Like, I think it has opened up a whole world for crocheters who didn't feel like they had community. And so kudos to you for even
Thank
starting the group.
you.
I love it when you post, I think, on your personal page, like people are sharing Dope People Crochet with you, and you're like, yeah, I created that. Like it's me.
It's so awesome though, because people really don't know. And like I met someone at I went to Michael's and I was in the yarn aisle. I always meet people, I always meet crocheters in the yarn aisle, right? And
Mhm.
she was telling me about this group that she joined. And I was like, well, what group? I'm in a lot of groups on Facebook. And she said Dope People Crochet. And I was like, really? She's like, yeah. I'm like, that's my group. She's like, oh, you're in that group too? I was like, no, that's my group. She's like, no way. I'm like, yeah. Like it's amazing because you don't realize how many people actually appreciate the space that God used you to create. And
Yes.
so that part is such a blessing for me, because the no negativity thing was the biggest thing for me, because we don't have to be nasty, we don't have to be rude. If you don't like something, just scroll. You
Just
don't have to give your 2 piece, you don't have to give your 2 cents, just keep on
scroll.
moving,
Just
because it's something for everybody. But I do want to take a moment and shout out my moderators. I have 11 moderators that help me keep that group rolling. And they don't often post, they don't often say, hey, I'm a moderator, but that is why there's no negativity in the group. The negativity comes, but
Oh,
we
I'm
snatch
sure
it
it
up and we
does.
get it up out of there.
I'm
If you
sure.
comment rudely to someone, or if you're nasty, if you're being unprofessional, or just being rude, you got to go. And we don't give warnings because there's no reason for it. It's a place to uplift, and to your point, it's about community. I've always wanted to feel like comfortable, and even though it's so many people, it still feels really personable.
Mhm,
And people engage, and they interact, and they give you pointers, and they don't mind sharing. You can
mhm,
share your business in there. You can
mhm,
share what where you bought the pattern from, if you have a pattern. And
mhm,
it's just been a huge blessing. And honestly, last August we were celebrating 500 members, and I
mhm.
was so excited because I was like, yay, we're growing. It's people are catching on. So to see like a year, like just 1 year, it's
One
already
year.
at almost 100,000 people. Like, and it's every week we're picking up between 7 and 8,000 members.
Mhm,
And it's been such a blessing. It's so humbling because Dope People Crochet, right? Dope is what we used to say in the 90s. It's
mhm,
cool, it's hip. And I've always said it, even when it wasn't a trend, like, oh, that's
mhm,
dope. I always say
mhm,
it. And so when I created, I was like, I want to make this about me. So if you hear the name, you would know it has something to do with me, because I love music and I
mhm,
love hip hop. That's
mhm,
where you see the boom boxes on the people. But
mhm,
I also wanted to make sure that it was in an inclusive space. We have
mhm,
a lot of spaces that are okay, just crocheters or just knitters or just
mhm.
women. But I wanted this space to be for everyone who enjoys crochet. And
Right.
even if you do amigurumi, or if you do fashion, or if you do washcloths, whatever you do, as long as it's crochet, you're welcome in this space.
Mhm.
And hopefully you enjoy it and have a good time in there.
Yes. So I saw in the comments someone was asking. So it's called Dope People Crochet, and it is a Facebook group. So if
That's
you go
correct.
to the search and look for Facebook group Dope People Crochet, that's it. And definitely come and join us. It is a great community
Yes.
of people, and we are having fun. Now, this is something that I wanted to chat with you about, because you do bring up a lot of different topics in that group. And one of them was trends. And I did a post the other,
Mm,
not a post, but I did a video a while back, a live, where I was talking about the different trends in crochet. I think I did it in January to see what the trends would be. The big trend right now is duffel bags.
mm,
Inspired by the Louis Vuitton crochet bag that everybody loved, and blah, blah, blah.
mhm.
And so I have an interview coming up with an amazing crocheter named Tiffany. Can't wait to chat it up with her. But I wanted to talk with you a little bit about trends,
Mhm.
and your thoughts on Should you try and stay original and do your own thing? Like, what are your thoughts on trends in pop culture and in crochet?
So it's tricky. It's really tricky because you have to stay true to what your brand is. I would say that. And especially now because crochet has these ebbs and flows, and right now it's on an uptrend. It's super popular. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's wanting to learn it. Everybody's crocheting, right? So you just have to be not cautious, but just mindful of the trends. Because if you're specifically looking to sell items, or if you have a business and you're making exactly what everyone else is making, and there's no difference, why would they come to you and support your brand if this other person, who maybe they're not a business, they're selling it for half the price? Because everybody's making it. I like following trends because it when it comes to fashion, it's what the people want, right? But whenever I do follow a trend, I always put my spin on it. So if I'm making a duffel bag, that like the Louis Vuitton duffel bag, of course I'm not going to use their logo. And honestly, I wouldn't even want to make one with the same color scheme. I would make one completely, and then maybe the same style, you know, the size wise, the shape, maybe how they added like the appliques. But as far as copying it, I personally do my best to steer clear of that, just because I want my brand to stand out. It's nothing wrong with following trends if that's what you choose to do. But the dopest part about crochet is you literally can make anything. There's no rules, right? You can make whatever you want to make. There's no rules. You don't have to do it a certain way. You don't have to use a certain color. You don't even have to use a certain type of yarn. We could all make, you know, we could pick 3 people and give them 3 types of yarns and tell them to make the same thing, and it will look totally different. So that's the amazing part, right, of crochet.
Yes.
So,
yeah, because my stitches are going to look completely different than your stitches. And I think that's another thing, like you said, that makes crochet so dope, because the originality. Now, when we do talk about, you know, recreating what others have created, what are your thoughts on copyright infringement? Like, what can you give a little bit of information that you know, just for your own knowledge as a designer? You know.
Yes. So like I said, I've been crocheting for 30 years, professionally for the past 5 years, exclusively as a job, you know, as my career. But I've had instances where copying, even if I change certain things, copying certain people or copying certain designs, even when I credited, because I always credit. If I see something, I'm like, oh, that's cute, I want to make it. I always credit the original. Always. I would tag the person, and that's usually how they know I exist, because on other platforms, I don't have a lot of followers. The people who know me, and the ones who don't, they don't. I don't have, you know, hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't even have dozens of thousands of followers on other platforms. It's just me and my little 3,000, look, 3,000 putting along. But I love them. You know, the people that know me. So when I create something, this was before. Now I don't do it at all. If I'm inspired by something, I'm going to make it as original as possible. It may be just the size or the style, or even a color scheme that I might be inspired by, but I'm not going to copy someone else's design. Just because it's very, very tricky. But that's almost a common thing in the crochet community, right? Everybody's like, oh, how did you make this? Oh, I want to make it. And I feel like it's really important to, at minimum, recognize the person that inspired you to create it. Because people spend a lot of time creating those designs, figuring it out, and creating something new just for someone else to copy it and not give them credit. It's kind of, it's rough. It's rough. But from personal experience, I don't take inspiration directly from anyone, like I'm not going to copy someone's design because it's very, very tricky. And it's happened to me twice now where
Mhm.
I credited the person and they were still very upset that I copied or was inspired, because it was not exactly, but it was similar. And I tagged them like, hey, you inspired me, this was great, here's my take. And they're like, no. And I'm like, what
Wow.
happened? Yeah. And that
Yeah.
has happened to me twice. So now I'm just like, yeah, I'm not going to take inspiration so closely from other designers, only because I'm a designer. Like I create
Yeah.
original stuff too.
Yeah.
And there's enough room to be creative. You don't have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
But if you do decide that you're inspired by someone, because when people tag me and they're like inspired by Vanessa or inspired by Kake Creations, I'm humbled. Like I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
appreciate that you found inspiration in what I created, and
Yeah.
that you created your own version of that, even if it's not with my pattern.
Mhm.
You're like, I'm okay with it. I look forward to that, actually, when people, I'm like, oh, that's so cute, you did a good job. Or next time you make it, check out my pattern. It'll
Yeah.
be a little easier for you, or things like
Mhm.
that. But
Yeah.
it's just, I guess it depends on the crocheter. But for me, I do my best to just completely be original, do my
Mhm.
sketches, or do my create my images to create things that I envision,
Yeah.
and then bring those things to life. But
Yeah.
definitely, if you do, or if you are inspired by someone, definitely make sure you credit them. That's very important.
Yeah.
And then as far as copywriting, again, very tricky. You have to be careful, especially when you're doing like designer labels, or even like NFL or NBA or Disney or any of those. You have to be careful because they do seek out people who are copying their stuff. And
Yeah.
ask me how I know. When I first started my Etsy shop way back when, my
Mhm.
very first post was the Tiffany blue. I made a bow. It was a hat with a little bow on it, and I got
Mhm.
a cease and desist, and they took my post down because I stated Tiffany inspired, and I didn't know then. I had no idea.
Right.
But that's when I originally was like, oh, never again. Like something could go viral tomorrow, and your brand blows up, and
Yeah.
now these big brands are looking at you like, hey, you owe us some money. So it's
Yeah.
just not worth it. Yeah, I stay away from all of that.
That's really good advice, to just be as original as possible.
Mhm.
So back to originality. Y'all see my shirt? Y'all see my shirt? This is a Vanessa Smith Cakes Creations creation. Y'all see my hat?
That's an
Y'all see
exclusive,
my
that
hat?
hat now. That hat is an
Yeah,
exclusive.
it's an exclusive, Mrs Deveter. This is also created by the amazing Miss Vanessa.
Thank
So
you.
she doesn't only crochet. She doesn't only have Dope People Crochet group. She has, tell them about your whole other side of your
Everything,
business.
right. All of the things.
Yeah,
So my goal is to do all of the things until I have to do none of the things.
I know
So I'm
that's
pushing and pushing and pushing. So I do classes and courses, of course, crochet related. I do I have a crochet swim course actually tomorrow.
oh,
Once it's only one seat left though, so that one's it's almost sold out. And then I have the how to design a crochet fashion collection course that's on Sunday, so I put them back to back. But I offer them, every month or every 6 weeks or so. I do different classes, different courses. Of course, I have patterns. I have over a dozen patterns now, so we're growing with that. I do, of course, custom designs, so I do dresses and all of the things, sweaters and handbags and everything. I do t-shirts and tote bags and hats and all of those things. I have greeting cards as well, with my other brand, Crowns and Puffs. And I do just recently started doing tutorials.
first
That
one
took a
I
big
saw
push.
today. That first one was, I was like, oh my gosh, so cute.
I
How
had
to
to
crochet
jump in
in
there.
seconds. I said, I see you.
We had to jump out there. So because I want to help people. Like that's really I'm passionate. My passion is being creative, and I know through my passion I can help so many people who are just like, should I do it? Well, I don't know, or I'm not comfortable. So I want to make you comfortable in asking questions and learning and understanding that you can do it, because if I could do it, you could do it. and then just really pushing those limits, because if you have if you have a vision, if you're given that vision, you can see something happening. God's not going to give you an impossible vision, so he's
Mm-hmm.
not going to show you something that can't happen. And so for me, I've always just embraced the teacher part, or the coaching, teaching, training has always been like part of what I do. Even when I didn't want to, I would be led to that, to help people, to support people, to help people see their potential, reach their potential, and just make them comfortable, because we're better together, right? I always tell people, like, it's enough room for everybody. You will see me sharing other people's businesses regularly, because why not, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I? I don't have to take away in order from anybody. Nobody can take away from me what's for me. And as I'm sharing other people and helping other people, and I always told, like, myself, like, if I ever get the opportunity to have a platform, right? Because my little 3,000 over there on Instagram, I'm just putting along, like, hey, one day it's gonna blow. And I had no idea that it would happen on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But my business page is over 25,000 on Facebook, which is huge for me, because I've been on there for over 10 years, and it just recently happened in the last couple of years. And then, of course, Dope People Crochet. So now I actually have a platform. So when, I share other people's businesses, they might actually get a sale. They might actually get website traffic, or have people support their brands, like the different yarn brands, or even furls. When I share my hooks, people are like, "Oh my gosh, where did you get it from?" Like, here you go check them out. But yeah, like, I didn't really see that happening. But I'm grateful for that opportunity, because I love to help people. Like, I'm really passionate about the creativity part, which is why I do other things other than just crochet. That's why I love music so much. And being able to focus on crochet has allowed me to be here for my family in a way that I haven't been able to be. Because traditionally I worked as a restaurant supervisor for McDonald's for I worked for McDonald's for 20 years. So that was the other part of my life, right? And I was a corporate trainer. So I did training and developing and all of those things. So it kind of translated over and merged with crochet. So now I can teach people about what I love and spend time with my littles, and my fiance and my mom and dad. So it's been great. It's been a huge blessing. But I'm still pushing, I'm still pushing and trying to take everybody that I can with me. Like, come on, let's all go. Because like I said, there's enough room for everyone. So
Indeed.
yeah.
And thank you so much for sharing your story with us. I hope that you all have been inspired by Vanessa. Definitely not to give up, to keep pushing, because you just never know what that thing will be to take you over to the other side. You just never know.
Right. Right.
I always think about Harrison and how he started Furls, and the inspiration behind it, and it always starts from the heart, right? It always starts from something you love, and then you learn as you go. And so let's just keep doing that and be inspired by others. Be mindful of your inspiration and how you put that out into the world. As far as the different trends are concerned, just try to be as original as possible. I think
There's nothing wrong with that.
you can never fail when you're being your authentic self. You can never
Right.
fail. Like, if I came on here and I was like, "Hi, how y'all doing?" Like, who would, they'd be like, "Oh, what's wrong with Miss Deveter? Something wrong with her. Something wrong with her." So you can never fail being your authentic self. And I think that you are truly showing us that. And I'm grateful that I even had the opportunity to meet you, and that
Yes.
friends, right?
Yeah. Crochet friends.
I they say when you get up to a certain age, you don't make new friends and blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I don't think that's true.
Mm-mm.
I have definitely met some people in this crochet journey that I have truly been so blessed to be around, and you are one of those people, Vanessa.
Oh, thank you.
I want to continue to support and promote, and I know how much you love
I
furls, and
appreciate
we love
it. Yes.
Oh, so yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. Let me show y'all the new hook again. Did you see it?
Yes, I was over here having a fit. Oh my gosh, it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm gonna have to grab one. I'm gonna have to grab or two or three.
Okay. This is
They're
Nebula.
beautiful.
It is available now. So go ahead to the Furls Crochet website. Let me see if there are any questions in here. Oh, I love these comments. Vanessa is a huge inspiration and mentor.
Oh, thank
I
you,
would have
Nessa.
never followed my dream had I not found her Facebook. We
Oh,
just never know, right?
that's a blessing. That's so humbling.
We just never, ever know how
Thank
we're
you,
impacting
guys.
other people's lives. Thank you, Vanessa, for coming today and sharing. You are so welcome, Miss Francis. I love these comments.
Thank you,
Right?
guys. Y'all are so
We
awesome.
is better together.
Yes, 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 yes. That's my
Indeed.
mommy.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
and at the beginning, the comment you put on the screen, let's go. That was my fiance, Jossie Cambui.
Aw, hey, Chelsea. Thank you for sharing Vanessa with us. We do appreciate you all so, so, so,
Love you
so much.
guys.
Yeah. Well, Vanessa, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I believe that folks have been inspired
Thank
and are,
you.
going to be following you. We're going to be following
Yes.
Kreations. We're going to be following Puffs and Crowns, Crowns and Puffs.
Crowns and Puffs. Yep, Crowns and
Crowns
Puffs. And then Cake's Creations. And Cake's Creations, you can Google me. I'm
and-
gonna pop up. You're gonna see me. I'm gonna pop up. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, Mrs. Deveter, for this opportunity and also for always supporting me. Like since before I met you, you have supported me and it's been consistent and genuine ever since. And I'm so grateful for you. I appreciate everything that you're doing. And I cannot wait to see what's next, right? Because oh my gosh, it's so many things that are coming I can't talk about yet, but just wait. Just wait.
yes, it's going to be fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. All right, I'm going to drop you off and I'm just going to chat with the folks a little bit longer just to
Thank you.
but thank you again for hanging out with me today and we will talk soon, girl. All right. Oh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Hey guys. Awesome, right? She's amazing. Y'all see did I show y'all? No. Y'all see my hat? Oh, wait. It's never luck. It's always God. Always, always, always. And she made this hat especially for me. But listen, let me tell you something. I purchased this shirt and a tote bag. This was not a gift. This was a purchase. The hat was a gift because I'm special, but I did support. So it is really important that we try to support small businesses. Furls is a small business. Just in case you didn't know, Furls is indeed a small business. So when you are purchasing hooks and when you are purchasing all the things that this amazing company is doing, you are supporting a small business. So keep up doing that. Continue to do so. New hook available, Nebula. There is the fantastic matte onyx available, the new project tags available. Go and check out the Furls Crochet website today. There's some good things there. Congratulations again to Jill S., the winner of our giveaway. She won a clutch in the color saddle. Guess what, y'all? I'm going to be back next week. Yep, I'm going to be back next week. So I will see you all next Friday. Have an amazing, fantastic, wonderful weekend. Make sure that you're taking real good care of your body. Drink the water. Mind your business. Do your hand exercises. I was crocheting the other day and right up in here was starting to hurt. I was like, oh, I think I need to roll my shoulders. So make sure that you are taking really good care of your body. Listen to your body. When it's telling you to rest, please rest. When it's telling you you need to move, please move. Do the things that your body is telling you to do. All right, everybody. I love you all so much. And I'm so glad to be back hanging out with y'all. Talk to you soon.